Dudes, what's up? Welcome back to Best Easy Minecraft Farms, where we go over the easiest but still super efficient farms in the game Minecraft. In this one, we're going to be going over this super simple villager breeder. I think this is the easiest design I've ever seen. And it definitely cranks out a bunch of villagers. Look at this. Look at all these guys over here. So in this video, I'm going to explain how this farm works. I'm going to be going over a materials list so you know everything you need to build this farm. And we're going to build it block by block so that you can build it in your world. But what villagers need to actually breed is they need enough beds for themselves, and then also the baby that they're going to bring into the world. And then they need to share enough food between the two of them. What we have going on here is we have a farmer that's going to automatically harvest all of these carrots, and then he's going to throw them back and forth with the other villager that he has stuck in here with him. And they're going to be trapped in this farming area. Now, when they make a baby, the baby's going to want to pathfind to these beds either during the day because they want to play on the beds, or at night because they want to sleep on the beds. Since we have this trapdoor right here, it makes it so that the villagers can't actually get out of the farming area, but then the baby villagers can. Now, when the babies try and pathfind towards the beds, they're able to fit through this slot right here. They'll fall down these trapdoors because they think that they can pathfind across them, and then they'll end up in this water stream and getting carried away from the other villagers and the beds right here. This is a quick vibe check. Let me know how hard you're vibing down in the comments below. And if you're vibing hard, make sure you leave a like and subscribe so that you can join the Dusty tribe. Come play some Minecraft and hang out with me live on Twitch. Check the description for the link. So here are all the materials we're gonna need to build this farm. These are just the building blocks. You can use whatever building blocks you want. I used a mixture of spruce planks and glass, and this is a rough estimate of how many you're gonna need. I overestimated, so if you have this many, you're not gonna run out. You can use any crop you want. I just like using carrots because that's normally the crop that I have. And if you want to speed up the actual starting process of getting them to actually make the baby villagers, if you have more stacks of carrots or crops to help them breed, that's going to be helpful. I'm also going to have a materials list down in the description. Okay, so to start off the build, we're going to make a 9x9 field with dirt. So the field should be like this, and you could literally just find a field that is this large and use that as the starting point of the build. I'm gonna go ahead and put some blocks around the outside of this because I did not just start with it on the ground. Okay, so now your field should look like this. Also, I'm just gonna build this without the glass just so I can show you guys that you don't actually need the glass for this thing to work. Okay, so this is gonna be the area where the villagers are gonna be trapped inside and they're gonna be breeding with each other. So I need to go ahead and find the middle spot, and I think it is that one right there. And then let's just put a water source in the middle just like that. At this point, you're gonna need to get a hoe so that we can turn all of the dirt into farmland. And we put the water in the middle just so that all this farmland will stay hydrated and it won't turn back into just normal dirt. That's what hydrated farmland looks like right there. Once we've turned all this into farmland, let's go ahead and put in our carrots or whatever crop you're using. Now you should have all of your crops planted just like this. Now it's time for us to put in our composter just like that. Put a building block right on top of it, and then let's put some torches around that just so that we can light up the crops so that they'll grow even at night. And we're gonna put some torches around the sides just to make sure that we have all of the crops adequately lit up. At this point, put one block above where you want the trap for the baby villagers to be. Then we're gonna put a trap door on the underside of that, and then we can take that block away. Also, go ahead and put a trap door right here and go ahead and open that up. And then right here, we're going to dig down 2 blocks just like that, and then 2 blocks just like that. Over here is where we're gonna have our beds, and we're gonna put down 3 beds on top of our building blocks just like this. And then make sure that you put a trap door on the building block of the beds just like that. Also gonna put trapdoors right here just so it looks a little bit more connected, and then a couple more right there just to make sure no baby villagers actually make it across. This area down here is actually gonna be our tunnel of where the baby villagers are going to end up. And we're gonna need to put a water source down to see how far this flows. And then at the end of the water source, go ahead and dig down one more right there, and then dig this out as far as it goes as well. So we do this so that we can carry the baby villagers pretty far away. Because if we leave the baby villagers close near these beds, then they may still think that they own one of these beds or one of these beds is theirs. And it'll make it so that these guys in here won't be able to make any more baby villagers. So that's why we need to take the babies pretty far away. Now, the hardest part of this whole thing is actually getting the villagers in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys an easy way to do this. The first way is that if it's the middle of the day, they're naturally gonna wanna pathfind to the composter and get that job. Just make sure you make a step for him to get down and steps up. And then if you get a villager to this point right here, he's gonna track onto the composter right there. Eventually make his way in there and actually pick up that profession. You just have to be patient with these guys. Once he gets in, go ahead and take away the scaffolding blocks. You can take away all of them. You're gonna have to turn this back into a crop or a farmland, and then make sure you get your carrots down there. The other way you can do this, if it's nighttime, what you can do is you can go ahead and take away these beds right here and make the stairs up so that you can get in here, and make sure there's a bed right there. And if you get a villager here, he's naturally gonna want to pathfind towards the bed to sleep at night. As you see here, again, be patient with him. He just needs to track onto that, and then once he's in there, you can go ahead and take those away. You can go ahead and get rid of the bed, and then go ahead and turn these into farmland again, and then put your crops down. And you need to do that to get 2 different villagers in here. So once you get the 2 villagers in here, then you're good to go. I've now replaced the beds, and I've put the villagers in there. As soon as it's day, one of them is going to pick up the farmer profession because that composter is in there. Now, this is the point where it's going to take a while for this guy to farm all of the carrots and have enough to actually start breeding. So as I said before, if you have extra carrots, you can go ahead and throw them in here just like this. They're going to pick them up, and then they can use these carrots to go ahead and trade with each other. As you can see, they're already trading right there. They see the heart particles. Let's see if a baby pops out. Baby popped out. He's right there. He's chilling inside of the mother or the father. And eventually that baby will pathfind towards these beds and then fall into the trap and then make his way down the little collection area right here. Sometimes this baby does actually track onto the beds, so occasionally you may have to come in here and break all the beds and just place down new beds just to kind of reset it and make sure that this baby knows that he can't track these beds. So if you start to see them have angry particles, the first thing you should try is breaking all the beds and then placing the beds back down. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye! Thank you to all my patrons for all of your support. I could not be doing this without you.